Let's say that a equals 20. You can write an if and say if a is bigger, for example, than 22. Just a very simple example. Is this true or false? So, is a bigger than 22? Of course, it's false. So, if I write some code inside here, and please, what you want to do for if statements is this procedure. You write if, you write your condition, and then you do the upside dots. Okay, then if you want to run code, what you need to do is press the tab button. You need to be indented with a single tab inside of the code here. So if the condition is true, the print here will run, but you need to be indented. So for example, if I want this to not run, I will use the print in the same indent in the same column with the if. And if I run this code, we will get an error because Python will tell us I expected an indent block after if. So what I want to do to not have this error is to press the tab button on my keyboard and boom, we're good to go. So bigger than 22. I call the print function that we've seen in the previous video, and I write a string inside of it that will output bigger than 22. Okay, so if I run this code with shift tab, will it print something? No, because a is smaller than 22. But if I change the value of a to 23, then boom, we will print out bigger than 22. Lovely stuff. Now, let's see other conditions. You can use something called if, which is a special case of if. If the first block doesn't get triggered, then we can add the second condition. If a is equal to 22, or let's say to 21, then you will print equals to 21. Again, you want to use the indent block for the print to trigger. However, elif should not be indented. It needs to be in the same column with if. So if a will equal 21, then this first condition will be false, so this won't run, but this condition will be true because a will be equal to 21 and this print will run. Amazing! It equals to 21. And also, if you want to have an escape case, you can use else. So for every other case where a is not bigger than 22 or a is not equal to 21, what is going to happen is that this print will get triggered. So we'll, use just an arbitrary string. So if I say that a is equal to 20, this will be false, this will be false, but this will always be true if this case and this case is not correct. So boom, you will see that the print will use this. So let's see a more complicated example of if-else statements. So we can take this example, we can do a copy paste, and we go here and put a equals 20. And now I want to put a nested if-else statement in the first if. So if a is actually bigger than 30, which is a special case of this, so when a will be bigger than 22, it will say bigger than 22. But if also a is bigger than 30, then I want to use another print. So you see that we put this inside of this if by using the tab here, and we say bigger than 30. Boom. If we run this, again we get the dots, but if we do here, we put 31 to the value of a, then we will get two prints, bigger than 22, bigger than 30. Great, so this is your introduction to the nested ifs as well. Please go and play around a little bit with all of that stuff. It's really interesting, and if statements are going to be used nearly always on your code, so you better get accustomed to it.